Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and what grade levels you work with?
Yes, thank you, Patricia. My name is Barbara Cook, and I get to work with elementary students and their families.
What do you love most about working with Global Village School?
Well, it's so precious to be able to work individually with each student and their family, and each meeting is special. It's just so amazing to be able to connect on this level. That's what I love about it. And I love what I do, and I also took some notes. I did study a little bit about the questions, and so I love that it's a progressive school. I love that I get to be a part of that. It's really it's important to me, and that we have a social justice conscience, and I get to look for what's right about each student instead of what can't they do, what's wrong. I get to see everything that's right and engage them in their learning journey. That's, in a nutshell, that's basically it,
So
right? Right,
beautiful.
Patricia? Yeah.
Yeah. And then what inspires you about your students, maybe your colleagues, or working with a school?
I'm inspired by the interests and ideas that the students share with me. You never know what they're going to say. They always, they basically write their own curriculum when you engage with them. They tell you, I learned so many things from them. They teach me new things, and I tell them, oh, I learned something new today. It's yeah, just to hear what they want to learn about, and what they know. It's some of them are shy, but usually they warm up, and they have so much to say, and parents are worried, and then they relax, and then we have fun. Learning's supposed to be fun. And my colleagues, it's a supportive environment where, if I make a mistake, I'm encouraged to find out, what to do. I'm supported to learn, oh, I need to do this, without feeling, oh no, it's all very supportive and engaging. It's just like how we work with our students, it's right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're consistent, it's the same people. We all love what we do, and so we all stay, and we get to know each other on deeper levels. And we've had engaging meetings, our once a month meetings. It's very touching. Some of them are all of them are heart. It's somehow they touch your heart. And
What
then, yeah,
energizes you professionally?
you said energizes me.
Energizes you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
like that.
excites you?
Ooh, that I get to choose what I want to know more about.
Yeah.
I'm not like, we're going to learn about this. And it's like, okay, I'll check all the boxes. But no, I get to, explore the areas that are most meaningful to me. And in my case, I stay up to date with early reading and literacy, and, how you blend, it's not all phonics, but it's some phonics, and engaging with what you want to read about. I have some kids that they don't really like storybooks, but they want to know information and they're researching. In second grade, they're telling me about exoplanets. Did you know that? It's like, no, and is Pluto a planet or not? And they're like, it's not, and I'm like, well, they taught me it was, it's like, what do I do? Poor Pluto. To me, it will always be a planet, right? So that's, yeah. Oh, and I do step up, I'm challenging myself to use and learn about AI. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a little baffling at first, but you know,
but
you
you are
can.
learning.
I did. I learned how my prayer plant, you know what those are?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, I've had this beautiful prayer plant, and it was so happy this summer. We had it outside, and it folds up. And it's like, what is the chemical process of how it does that? And so we took a deep dive. It was so interesting. I could almost picture the little molecules that are signaling, and then it likes to live on the bottom of the forest, because that's where it is, and it just folds up at night and then it opens. Except mine folds up in the day and opens up at night. So I got that one. But that's okay.
Makes Global Village School a compelling force in your life.
Well, it's such an honor and a privilege that I get to be part of it, like I told you. It's I so look forward to, I love what I do. So when you love what you do, it's not work. I love it. You know, I love it. And the other piece, which is really important to me because I did all the training and I'm a level 3 learning success coach, Global Village School uses the learning profile. It's like, okay, good, it's part of what we do. So that's, an important piece for me. And, I think maybe 85% of my students utilize the information. I have a few that, they're not that engaged in it, even though I try, but, and it's there for their use if and when they want it. But that's a compelling force, I get to have that. And the support of, you know, um, Camilla is so good, our educational director. I can lean on her or ask her anything, and she's there for me.
She is amazing. I think, and you mentioned this earlier, every staff person is amazing. And what a beautiful gestalt that we have in terms of, well, you mentioned it about yourself being a learning styles, I call it a profile learning styles coach.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
was taught how to coach. Yeah.
and that you have helped us as staff members learn more about it so that we can more effectively work with our students.
Mhm.
But each of us has assets. And as you were saying, and I find true too, that we can tap one another because we work in such a supportive environment
Mhm.
that we can capitalize on one another's assets to all of us becoming more effective teachers, more humane people in the world, too. And then we could share that with our students and their families. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
phenomenal school.
it's phenomenal. And we parlay that to our students. We're treated, it's, like I said, I appreciate Global Village School and Sally. I met Sally, was it 2001-ish? Somewhere in there. At when I worked at another school, and she did too. And she was there, and I heard a little bit about her, and I'm like, I want to work with her one day. And then I got engaged with, for maybe 14 years with that school, and then another person, one of the admins, they gave me a heads up that Global Village School was hiring. And I'm like, hi! And that was back with Marcy. And I remember Sally and Marcy interviewed me. It was fun.
So lucky.
It
Oh,
was,
so lucky.
yeah, it kind of, fell into place.
Yeah. Anything else you'd care to add?
I think that wraps it up.
Beautiful.
I could go on and on about, yeah, we just care so much. We care, and it's kids now and what they're dealing with and what education is like for them now as opposed to the years ago that I started, and and you as well, how things have changed. And so we've learned how to support our kids here and now with what they have. That's, I think, what I'll leave with. We're tuned in. We're tuned in.